Hi everyone, this is Cyrus, formerly known as Nyakama Mashe. This is the first tutorial of Intro to Java for beginners. In this video, I will answer the following. What is Java programming language? Who created Java programming language? Why and when Java programming language was created? And also, I will show you how to create a Hello World program using Java programming language. So let's start. Everyone, good luck. Java is a high-level object-oriented programming language. It was created by James Gosling at Microsystems in 1991. Java was named Oak after the tree that was outside James Gosling window, which is the creator of Java programming language. Java was originally created for writing code on embedded system, but later they realized that it can be used for web applications. The reason we learn Java today is that it is still the most popular and powerful programming language across the world. Java is able to perform the following: desktop applications, web applications, business apps, embedded systems, cloud system, gaming apps. Desktop applications. Desktop applications we have. Let me just go here and show you an example of a desktop application. An example of a desktop application is Word, which is for writing documents, and also, as you can see, this dev C++. This is another desktop application. And also, let's move on. A web application, Microsoft Teams, it's an example of a web application. Our business apps, inventory applications, those are the business applications for inventory, for doing embedded systems. When you talk about embedded systems, you talk about airplanes, electric vehicles, cars, free refrigerators, and so on. Then cloud systems. Java can also be used on cloud systems. Gaming applications. Java can also be used on gaming applications to create games. As back in the day, most of the games were created by Java. Go and research for more. There are plenty of functions of Java programming language that you can find out there. Top mobile and web applications of Java that you probably use: Spotify, which is a music streaming application; Twitter, social media application; Netflix, movie streaming application; Opera Mini, that is the web browser that is still popular even today. Things we need to know before we write a Hello World program in Java. So we are going to write a Hello World program in Java. So before we go to that, I want to give you a knowledge of how to create that program, the basic things that you need to know before creating or writing that program. The file name of your program must be the same as the class name, and also the file name have to be saved with an extension of Java. I will show that in a few minutes. Functions are called methods, variables are called fields. The name of a class must always start with a capital letter, and the name of a method and field must start with a small letter. This is small letter, a small letter or lowercase letter. This is capital letter or uppercase letter. A class that has a main method is called a Java application. Main method begins the execution of every Java application. In order to be able to write Java programs, you need to download an integrated development environment like Eclipse or NetBeans or other. You can also use Notepad for writing small Java programs. But if you want to write large applications for Java, then definitely you have to use Eclipse or NetBeans or IntelliJ. There are plenty integrated development environment out there that you can use. But I will advise you to use Eclipse. Eclipse, it's wrong spelling, sorry. Eclipse. I will advise you to use Eclipse on NetBeans since it is very easy to use those two IDEs and they are very popular on YouTube. So if you want to go and search a program on YouTube, most of the developers out there, they use Eclipse or NetBeans, so it will be very easier for you to write those programs. Then we have other things that you need to know regarding the environment of writing a code of Java. Firstly, we have Java Virtual Machines, then we have JVM, stands for Java Virtual Machine, which is the component which enables programs to execute in all types of machines. Meaning if I write my program in this type of machine, it must write on your machine. If I may have to send you my program, it has to run on your application and also on your friend's application and also on your dad's machine. Sorry, my program has to run on your machine and also has to run on your dad's machine and also has to run on other friend's machine. So it is wise to do that. Sorry for that, I got distracted for a minute. Okay, so this means that Java Virtual Machine takes the .class files known as bytecode and converts them into machine code, and CPU can execute them. So what happens is that when you write a program, you write it in high-level language or in a human understandable way. That means in a way that us as a human can understand it, not machines. And then JVM takes the .class files known as, then when you compile it using Java C, then it becomes the bytecode and converts them into machine code, and then it becomes the machine. It becomes the code that can be understandable by the machines, so that the CPU can be able to understand that language and be able to execute it. Because if it's written in high level language, the CPU does not understand that high level language. It only understands a binary language which has zeros and ones. So that is a machine code which has zeros and one, and the CPU can only understand zeros and one. It does not understand those functions that you write in English language, because that's not in English, but then that's close to English. Then we have Java Runtime environment. It contains the JVM and Java packages, which are classes which come ready for use for Java developers, like java.utility, javax.swing for swing applications, and then sorry for that, I got distracted again. Alright, so where was I? So as I was saying, Java swing dot asterisk sign, though that is another package for swing applications. When you write swing application, you will definitely use javax.javax, yeah, dot swing dot asterisk sign, and dot java lang, etc. So there are plenty of packages that we're going to use as we proceed with the Java programming language. So all right, so let's come here to JDK, which stands for Java Development Kit targeted for developer, which is just a folder containing all the necessary software which makes the programmers compile Java program, containing the dot class, the bytecode, generate the documentation, debug Java programs, run Java programs. These programs are called Java utilities. For example, Java C is a utility used for compiling Java programs. Converts the program into bytecode, meaning if I write a hello world program, then the name of but I'm gonna explain that when I'm writing the program. Then Java is a utility used to execute programs. Actually the Java virtual machine runs the program. Java P is a utility used to reveal the application binary interface or Java documentation of classes. Actually, the Java runtime environment contains the package classes. Java doc is a utility for generating Java documentation. And also Java debugger. Java DB is a Java debugger which allows programmer to debug an application. The Java development kit has versions, and the latest versions is JDK 1.7. But then no, that's not true. I mean, this info changes. This info changes a lot, so you have to Google the versions of Java, because you don't have to use the Java version that I'm using. You can use your own version of Java. And I'm not sure what's the latest version of Java at this moment, but then definitely you have to look that up on the internet so that it can use the latest version of JDK. Yeah. So let's start with the Hello World program in Java. So this is the Hello World program in Java that I've written for you, and I'm just going to explain it piece by piece. So these are the comments. This part is not recognized by the compiler, it ignores it. So that is why I've written this, because I don't want this to be recognized by the compiler or to be converted into a machine language. And also, okay, so this is a single line comment basically, and also these are multi-line comments if you want to comment on multiple lines. So public class hello world. So as I said earlier on, if you want to create the name of a class, it has to be the same name as a file name. So if I were to save a file for this program, it will contain this name .java. .java is an extension. So public, meaning my class, public is as access specifier, and then class is a keyword for Java for class, and these indicate that I'm starting my class. Static void my hello world. So this is a function. So static means that I'm going to call my function, and then I'm not going to use an object when I'm calling my function. It will get called automatically. So as you can see, I indicated that my hello world. So I'm calling my method So in Java we call functions methods. So this is my start of a method indicated by this one. This is the start of the method. Void, that means my function is non-return type. It doesn't return any value. So this is a statement that prints out hello world. So system dot out dot print line. So this is a predefined function, and the class or system is a class. As you can see that it starts with a capital letter, and the print line is a predefined function. So we are going to use that a lot when you want to print something. So between these codes there is our hello world. So that is what we want to display on the screen. So this is the end of our method. This is an end of our method. Then let's jump to this one. So as I said here, a Java application is a class. I don't know if I said that, but then if I didn't say that, I'm saying it now. A class that has a main method is called the Java application, and execution begins here on the main method. So this is the main method whereby execution on any class begins. So my hello world function, so I'm calling that function here, which is my hello world that I've declared up there. So at this stage I'm calling it, and then I'm ending my main method. So actually the execution of an application ends here and the class ends here. So thank you, like, subscribe and comment. So for the next tutorial video, we'll cover the basics of Java programming: variables, loops, methods, arrays, conditional statements like if, else, if, switch, and all sort of stuff. So now I'm done with this. Now I'm just going to open a new file. I'm just going to open a new file so that I can show you how to run this using a JDK. So this is a new file. Save. Yes. So basically let me just write, okay, now. Alright. I'm not gonna write that program from scratch. I'm just going to copy that and paste it into the separate file so that you can run it separately. Public class, copy, and paste, and then save as hello world. So we want to save this file, but it has to have the same name as a class name. So I'm going to say hello world dot java. So .java is, this part is an extension. this part is an extension. Whenever you write a program in Java, you have to save it like that, .java. And this part is the same name as a class name. Then let's save it. Then let's save it. So let me just go to command prompt. So this is called cmd, whereby we are going to run our program. So cmd, you can see up there, this is our program. Like the file will appear like this. I don't know if you remember back then, most of the games used to have this. The ones that I played used to have that sign of Java. So let me just open cmd. Oh, let's see, cd videos. So I'm changing directory now. I want to go to videos, then say directory. So now when I'm saying, when I type that command, say directory, I want to see all the directories inside of videos. So inside videos I have science. So I want to go to science. I want to say change directory and then write science. Now I'm changing directory from videos to science. Now I'm on science. Then I want to see what is inside this directory. Then this is what inside this directory: Java lectures, cryptography, Java, calculus, all that stuff. Let me see, where's my direction? My tutorials, where are they? I think they are supposed to be here on science. Tutorials, Java. Where are they? Oh my god. Java. Let me just search for them. My tutorials. Where are they? 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 My tutorials. My favorite books. My tutorial. Oh, I saved that file. No, it's not this one. So my tutorials where the directory where I actually saved this Java file, this Orchest Java program, it's on box. Wow. Box, videos, box. So as you can see, videos, box. Two direction now, two views. Let's say videos. Okay, let me just say, okay, CD videos. Okay, Let's start again. cmd and cd change directory to videos, then from videos we want to see what's inside. Then we have books. Where's the books? Then change directory to books. I want to see this directory, what's inside here. Then I have my tutorials here, and I want to go to my tutorials, my tutorials. Then I want to see what's inside this directory. Then I have, oh my god, I have that hello world.java. So I want to compile that one. I want to convert it into a matching code or a binary code. So how am I going to use that? I'm going to use Java C, then hello world.java. Then I want to press enter. Now we have a bytecode, a file that has a .class file. So now we want to run that hello world program, Java hello world.java. Then this is our output. As you can see, that is hello world. So that is how we run programs on command prompt, guys, which is cmd. So thank you guys, subscribe. I'll see you on the next tutorial, which is about the basics of Java programming language. I will be discussing for loops, arrays, functions, all those basic stuff.